happens slowly, quietly. The same conversations, the same distance, the same routines used to feel like comfort now just feel like going through the motions. You stop anticipating time together. You stop feeling that pull towards her, not because you hate her, not because anything dramatic happened, just because somewhere along the way the aliveness went quiet. And then one day you're lying next to her and something feels hollow. You can't point to it. There's no point, no betrayal, no obvious problem, just distance, flatness. And the thought you don't want to have, is this it? Is this it? That thought, that's the moment most men feel it and immediately bury it, because looking at it means having to do something about it. I've watched men handle that feeling in 3 ways, and none of them actually work. The first is humor. Everything becomes a joke. The relationship, the distance, the dissatisfaction. Laugh it off. Keep it light. Never let it get real enough to have to face. The second is avoidance. The moment a conversation gets too close to the truth, change the subject. Get busy, disappear into work or sport or anything that isn't this. The third is justification. And this is the most dangerous one. The man who says, I'm doing it for the kids. I've had a good run. This is just what long-term relationships look like. He's not lying to her. He's lying to himself. And he's been doing it so long, it sounds like wisdom. These aren't weak men. These are men who never got shown another way, who are carrying more than they're saying and using whatever they can to keep carrying it. But the mask has a cost, and it collects. Here's what I've seen mediocrity do to men over time. It doesn't break them dramatically, it erodes them quietly. The man who walked with ambition and warmth and hunger for life, he's still there. But he's smaller, quieter, like something got tired of waiting to be chosen and just stopped asking. The choice of who you share your life with is one of the most significant decisions you will ever make. Not because relationships complete you, but because your relationship you're in will either make life easier or much, much harder. It will either call more of you forward, or it will slowly ask you to be less. A mediocre relationship, especially one where you're showing up, where you're trying, where you're present, is a slow poison, because you're giving your energy into something that isn't growing. And energy that doesn't grow stagnates. And stagnation in a man looks like resignation. Looks like that quiet behind the eyes I mentioned at the start. I've seen that look on men I respect, and it saddens me. Not because they made wrong choices, that's not mine to judge, but because I can see what it's taken from them. And most of them can't see it themselves. Nobody chooses a mediocre relationship. You don't wake up one day and decide, this is what I want. There are 2 things that get most couples here, and they're both invisible until you've already done the damage. The first is the law of familiarity. What we're around consistently, we begin to take for granted. Not out of malice, just out of human nature. The things that used to feel extraordinary start to feel ordinary. And ordinary stops getting our attention. The second is comfort, becoming entitlement. You get comfortable, and comfortable is fine until it shifts into something else. Until you start treating the relationship like it's owed to you rather than what actually it is. A choice, a gift. 2 people deciding every day to keep choosing each other. When you stop choosing consciously, you start drifting passively, and passive drift in a relationship only goes one direction. Comfort can kill aliveness. Familiarity creates comfort, and comfort kills appreciation and effort. That's not a character flaw. That's just what happens when you stop choosing consciously. Showing up isn't a grand gesture. It's asking, what does she actually need right now? And then giving it from love, not from guilt, not from obligation, from love. Because when you give from transaction, the relationship stays transactional, and transactional is just mediocre with better excuses. There's no wrong answer here. Stay and show up fully, stay and accept what this is, or decide that this isn't the path for you. All three are choices that come with a cost. And you don't make that decision in one moment. You make it over time, in the patterns, in what she shows you and what you're willing to see. But choosing nothing, drifting, going through the motions, getting by, that's still a choice. It's just one you never made consciously. And that's the most expensive one of all.